Hi, I'm Jeff with Rolling on TV. We're here at the campground with Andy from Thetford. And Andy, last night we had a really great time with the chili cook-off and the draft beer tasting festival. But obviously that's going to put a real stress on the system on here in the trailer. So it's a good thing we're here to talk about your new Smart Tote 2. Portable holding tanks have been part of the RV industry for decades, but you guys have come up with some pretty sophisticated new features from what I understand.
You're correct. Portable waste tanks have been around for a while, and for those that don't know, they're used when you're at a campsite and there may not be a dump station nearby. So as you fill up your holding tanks, rather than breaking camp to take your RV to the dump station, you can fill into the portable waste tank and then take your portable waste tank to the dump station. And Thetford, as the sanitation expert, we've really taken a close look at what is needed by the RVers. We want to make it the most convenient process for the RVers. We recognize that this may not be the most fun thing to do, but we've designed it in such a way that it can be easy and can be very clean and sanitary.
Well, sophistication is something that the average RVer may not think about when in terms of a portable waste tank, but your new product sounds pretty interesting. So let's go take a look at it.
Oh, great.
So this is it. Looks a lot different than the ones we're accustomed to.
Yes, so here we have our 27-gallon LX unit. LX stands for luxurious, if you will. And what it has is it's got a handle built in and some front wheels, which makes it a lot easier for towing. This is a 27-gallon, so it can be heavy, over 200 pounds. And a lot of people want to be able to use the handle and the wheels to tow it.
Yeah, and I notice there's a little cutout here that looks an awful lot like the diameter of a hitch ball.
That's right. So if you're not hand towing the unit, you can mount it to a ball hitch and tow it with a vehicle to the dump station.
Yeah, slowly, cautiously.
Correct.
Right?
It's not built for the Indy 500. You want to keep it within a 5-mile-an-hour speed. So
yeah. Well, it's nice to have it tall like that so I can stand up without having to bend over to work on it.
That's a good point,
cool.
Jeff. One of the things that we did with this handle is we made it a telescoping handle. For a tall guy like you, it telescopes and you can extend it. Here it is extended and you can see it's very comfortable. I think you're comfortable, are you?
Yeah, yeah, be able to stand up here without bending over.
Good.
That's cool.
Good. And for a guy that's a little bit shorter like me, if you don't want to telescope it, you can simply have it telescope down and I could tow it as well.
Yeah, very cool. So once we've got the unit filled, so to speak, and we're heading over for the station, nice current turning radius, easy maneuverable, and you can show off to your campground buddies how well you can back up. Okay, so we're at the spot. What comes next?
One of the things that's great about our Smart Tote 2 is that it's got a storage compartment. And inside this storage compartment, Jeff, is everything that you need to fill and empty your onboard holding tank.
So you don't have to haul a hose along with you through the campground or anything. That's great.
That's right. The thing that's nice about this is that the hose always stays connected. You never have to disconnect or reconnect a hose. You don't have to store a hose separately. Many of the other tanks on the market don't have a hose built on board like this. So everything that you need is all right here.
All right, we've got the Smart Tote 2 positioned next to the trailer where it's supposed to be. We're ready to go. What's next?
All right, so before you fill the Smart Tote 2, the first thing that you want to do is open this little compartment door. And underneath this door is a built-in level gauge. All Smart Tote 2 LX models come with a built-in level gauge. Now, what do you think is great about the level gauge?
Well, if I'm cooking a turkey, the red button pops up and says I'm ready. And I suppose that gauge is calibrated for vegetarian on one end and paleo on the other. Or something along those lines?
Kind of like that,
okay.
Jeff. You're on the right track. So what happens is when you're filling the tank from the bottom, liquid rises and that stem pops up and the water will shut off, the stem will shut off flow.
Okay.
And it prevents a messy overfilling situation.
Okay.
So now that you have that compartment door open, you're ready to fill the tank.
Okay, so do you think a first timer can handle it?
I think you should give it a shot.
Okay, we'll see what happens here. All right, so step number one, of course, I saw earlier, open the compartment and take the vent off. And this just stretches out, okay. And once it's connected, it's just...
You simply open the valves and fill the tank. If there's any remaining liquid in here, you shut the valves, you press the stem down on the tank, and that will release any liquid that's remaining into the hose back into the tank.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so it knocks out the air pocket. And,
correct.
Okay. All right, and then?
Now you're ready to take it to the dump station.
And we're supposed to hold this up just to keep everything that's at the water level in the tank? Okay.
Exactly right. You're not a first timer, are you?
Well, I've had a couple of bowls of chili in my day, so. Okay, and then we just collapse this back down. That's an interesting sound it makes. Okay. Fold it up, and now we're ready for the walk.
Correct.
Right. All right, here we are. First things first, open the vent cap. And now, and let me know if I do something wrong here, because this is not a place where I want to make a mistake, okay?
I got you covered.
If I remember right, we open this up, stretch this guy out.
Take the cap off, keep the hose elevated.
Yep, because of the liquid level in there. And we'll pop the dump tube on here and then
put that nozzle in. Now that nozzle comes equipped with all LX models.
Oh, okay.
The 18, 27, and 35 gallon LX all include this sewer nozzle, which is a nice feature. You don't have to buy anything else.
Okay, and then we want to maintain that upside down P-trap.
Correct.
Right? So put that down here, and then to dump it, there's no valves or anything. All we do is push down on the hose.
Yep. Once you have your nozzle in the sewer, you push the hose down just like that, and wait for the holding tank to empty.
Okay, and we talked about the level a little bit. So if you said the tank is made to automatically dump with the bottom.
That's
shape.
right. Everything inside the tank is meant to have a gravity feed so that all the liquid contents completely evacuate the tank. If you're on level ground, the tank will completely evacuate.
All right, and then once it's emptied, we once again raise it back up and rinse that off when we get back to the campsite. Put this on quickly,
correct,
I suppose. All right.
Simple
Collapse
as
that
that
guy back down. Cover that up, and then for the sake of the neighbors, we'll seal that back up.
Great job. Perfect.
Okay, terrific.
So easy. Now, another feature that's built in is a clean out port. And when you're done emptying the holding tank, you can simply open this little door, insert a garden hose, wash out the tank, rinse it nice and good, and then simply close the doors. The tanks come in several different sizes. Our two-wheel versions come in a 12-gallon, 18-gallon, 27-gallon, and 35-gallon.
Okay.
Our LX models, which we demonstrated here today, come in three sizes: an 18-gallon, a 27-gallon, and a 35-gallon.
And the two-wheel versions just have a handle, and you more or less carry them like a luggage in an airport with the wheels?
That's correct. It's a hand tow. We do offer an accessory tow strap that you can purchase separately. That is an option. We basically have a size and a price for any budget.
Well, it looks like a pretty darn handy thing to have if you spend a little bit of time in any one given campground.
They're very handy, and we sell a lot of them. So it's been a great product for us, and we look forward to helping people with this situation.
And it looks like with the improvements you've made too, it makes it even easier to use.
That's right.
Well, I'd like to thank Andy from Thetford for helping us to learn a lot more about the Smart Tote 2.
Let's go, Jeff.
Okay. Oof. Dang. Must be all that rich living.